Hi everybody, this is Diane. After spending a week and a half or so cleaning and organizing in here, and I still have to finish up in the office area, but I am ready to start doing some crafting. So I put you guys to a vote, or I put my next project to a vote, and you guys, you ladies I should say, help me out on choosing between three ideas that were in my head, and not unanimously, but far and away, the Linen Market Journal won. And so that's what we're going to start today. I'm going to make 3 one-signature journals with this Linen Market kit from Polka Dot Pixels. And thank you guys for going to her website, her Etsy shop. My goodness. Sorry, I'm struggling. Emily, she messaged me and said that this kit picked up. There was a lot of interest in this kit after I showed it. So I will link this kit below again. So without further ado, I have the pages here so that I can use them to make the journal cover. Obviously, you can see I have Amazon packaging here, and I have cut 2 of them to size. I'm just going to trim this paper here while I chat. So I have 2 trimmed to size, 2 envelopes, and I'm going to do the 3rd one while you're watching. And I have a pile, or 2 piles right here, of kitchen linens, tablecloths, towels, and aprons. And that's what I want to use to decorate the cover. So each one will look different. So this is the size of paper. So I will need, the size of the paper while it's opened up is 10 3/4 by 8 1/4. I'm going to write that down because I'll need that when I go to cut paper. 8 1/4 by, what did I say? 10 3/4. Of course, the cover has to be bigger than that, but I already have these cut, so there's space for adding pages that will, make it a little bit further out, and then I'll add trim, so we'll fill in this space here, and I have space at the top and bottom. So this cover measures 12 3/4 by 9 1/2. So here is my envelope. This part here doesn't have any of the padding, so I'm just going to cut that right off. Just about the right size right there. And I'm going to cut this part off that doesn't have any padding. So the envelope will be open, and I'll just have to glue it together, like that. Nine 1/4. This is what it looks like. I guess you still can't see. It's got little foam dots glued all over the inside. Now, do I need to trim this a little more? Just a tiny bit. This side, it's a little bit crooked. This is the folded edge of the envelope, and it wasn't quite straight. All right, I'm just going to leave it that size. I think it's just about the right size. It's just a tiny bit wider, but I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to fold this in the middle. And glue it. I'll be doing some sewing on it, so I think I'll be sewing the fabric, so that will help hold it all together. All right, now I'll take one that's already dry and we'll start picking out some fabrics. Guess I don't need these right now. Well, I have this piece here that I love the colors of it, and I don't remember, it might have been an apron, but it's like a border piece and another border piece, and then this piece was sewn in the middle of it. And I could leave it like that, but I was thinking about cutting this off, using this, and then adding some different fabrics just for interest, because they're pieced, but they're all the same fabric. So I think that's what we'll do. I have this towel that has the same colors. And this one has a lot of red and blue. This one has red and blue and green. There's yellow and green. I mean, they both have all the colors, so it all works. So I'm trying to decide what I want to use to accent this. See, this is the cover. So maybe I could just put a little strip of something there. This is from an apron. or polka dots. I like the blue better. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to cut pieces to cover this with these. And I think I will fold the fabric over. So I'll just trim this bias tape off. I love this vintage kitchen fabric. So I think these journals will have a kind of a vintage farmhouse feel, but they're not going to be cookbooks. Just vintage farmhouse, like a vintage, a farmer's housewife, you know? I'm gonna cut off this hem, reduce the bulk where I can. I want that bold red on the body, not folded over. think I overlapped it more than I needed to or wanted to. I don't want to cover it. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to cover up too much of that print. I hit the camera with my hand as I was pulling this off, so hopefully I got that edited out so I didn't make you seasick. There's a hole in the towel right there. So it will probably show a little frayed there. That's okay. It's an imperfect vintage kitchen linen. You know what? I think it's supposed to be this way. So the pattern is on the top now, and that's okay. I think it's fine that way. I like it. Now, do I want to put this on? I think so. And I'm going to put something along the top of that raw edge. These are mostly hand crocheted pieces. And I might do some more decorating on the front, but I'm going to turn my attention to the inside right now. Just knock this into the garbage. Can't have that. It could have been a little bit longer, so I'll probably put a pocket down here. But that's it for now. Let's look at a different way to decorate one of these. One of these is small. I want to make sure. Yeah, that one's too short. Put that out of the way so I don't do that. I have some that have square panels that I'd like to feature. These are from vintage tablecloths, and they're stained, and I love it. So I think that would be beautiful on the front of one. And I have some red gingham fabric I'm going to get. I just bought that at Hobby Lobby on clearance, and it's perfect. I'll just cover the whole cover with this, and then we'll decorate it. Okay, so I have the fabric glued on. I'll get better without the blue. I'm trying to decide if I need to put a bigger piece of fabric behind it for some kind of a contrast. I don't want to try to miter a trim or a ribbon around it. But I think if I just use a red zigzag or a green zigzag stitch around it, that would be enough of a border around it. So I'm just going to glue. Okay, I'm going to do a little sewing and then I will come back. Okay, I am back. I went ahead and covered the third cover, and I just used one piece of this really vivid tablecloth. I love that. And it doesn't need anything else except for maybe some trim. And I put this checkerboard pattern on the inside, and then I just sewed all the way around it. I sewed around this one, And you saw all of that. And then I changed it to red thread, and I zigzagged around that and then sewed around that one. And I just put muslin on the inside. Now, I selected some yo-yos to decorate this cover. This one had a button on it that I didn't like. It was a very clunky button, this one. And this is a more modern yo-yo. It was made to be a garland, and I bought it at an estate sale. Gotta trim this off. And then I have these two from a vintage piece. So I want to look at a button that I can add. And I know I've got quite a few buttons in here that have the original old thread, which is what I'm hoping to find. Something that will go with this, and it's got the old thread like that. And I like that. So that was easy. Just going to trim off this bit of fabric that's on here. It's too bulky. And I use my glossy accents to glue buttons on. I always have to clear the nozzle. I squeeze while I, oh, there, I hear the air going through it now. So I'll glue the button on. I should have glued this part on first. Because you have to let the glossy accents dry for quite a while. So I'll try not to move that around. And then I have these two pieces that I'll put one down here and one up there. I love this little blue gingham one. And I don't know if I'll do anything else. I could maybe put some rickrack on it or something, but I'm going to wait on that for now. And this one, I thought about putting this vintage trim on the bottom, but I would probably do that after I sew the signatures in, because I would have a chance of catching my thread as I sew the signatures in, catching the thread on the fringes. So I always do fringes and tassels and stuff. If I'm putting them on the cover, I do them after they're sewn together. And this, for this one, I have some yellows or greens that I could use, but I will determine those trims when I'm done with the journal, after everything is sewn in. So I did want to look at some. I'm not sure if I would put these on the cover. I will definitely use some of these inside, my milk bottle caps, use them inside, but I didn't know if I wanted to put some on the front. Let's say I put a fringe on here. I think I'll save that to go inside. So I think that we're done with decorating the covers up to this point. And I have 3 covers. I hope that you enjoyed watching this process. I am happy with what we got accomplished. And I'm just going to set this somewhere. I'm going to put some more glue on there. And I'm going to set it aside so I'll quit touching it. As soon as this video is over, I'm moving this over to another spot in my room where I won't touch it. All right, so I'll be back again to do some more work on these journals. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they turn out. Aren't you? I'll see you soon. Have a creative day. Bye.